You're listening to the Microsoft Innovation Podcast, where we explore the intersection of people, business, and technology. This year, we're adding a new show to our lineup, The AI Advantage, to help you learn the skills you need to thrive in the AI era.
Welcome to the MVP Show. My intention is that you listen to the stories of these MVP guests and are inspired to become an MVP and bring value to the world through your skills. If you have not checked it out already, I do a YouTube series called How to Become an MVP. The link is in the show notes. With that, let's get on with the show. Welcome back to the Microsoft Innovation Podcast. Today we're dialing in from Belgrade, Serbia. Probably one of the furthest guests on the show to meet someone who's turned spreadsheets into superpowers. Please welcome Aleksandar, the founder of Outliers, an education platform that's helped over 300,000 professionals work smarter, not harder. If you've ever wished Excel could do your job for you, well, our guest might be the closest thing. From slashing 8-hour tasks down to 1 hour with Power Query to teaching AI-powered data analysis that actually drives decisions, that is someone who doesn't just teach tools, he transforms how people think. He's also a 3-time Microsoft MVP and a leading voice in the future of data literacy, a great topic. Full links are in the show notes. Aleksandar, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much, Mark.
I'm excited to have you on. Data literacy is something my wife and I have been talking about for months, and the need for people to increase, and we use an arbitrary number of 30%. If everyone could increase their literacy by 30%, it would go a long way to increasing the skill level, especially as we move more and more into an AI world. Tell us about your experience of 300,000 people across your platforms. How did you get into tech? How did you create this tool? And what's going on in the AI landscape for you at the moment?
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much for your invitation. And it's great to talk about all new, I can say, trends about AI and everything else. And on daily basis, we discuss how we can use AI to leverage our daily work, not to replace us, to boost our productivity. And this is main goal for me to talk about with people, to use ChatGPT, Copilot, Gemini, doesn't matter, but how we can use AI to leverage and boost our productivity, not to think about that, hey, AI will replace me and this is danger for me. No, okay. We have a both side to discuss about that. But from our perspective, I want to discuss with people how we can use Excel and boost our productivity with Copilot, ChatGPT, and other tools. How we can use maybe PowerPoint, not to spend 3 hours to create presentation. Let's try Copilot, for example, and do that for 30 minutes as draft version. This is the first version, and after that, I will do that everything to boost my productivity and finish presentation by my experience, because I am expert in that field, not AI finish all presentation. That will be boost my productivity to finish faster, and I will give touch from my expertise to finish that presentation and check is everything good, because as we know, AI needs to be checked.
Interesting. It's interesting that you've obviously built a career around Excel, and I think it was just last week I was listening to a video of Satya was being interviewed straight after his keynote address at Build, which was 2 weeks ago, and in it, he talked about Excel being the fundamental teacher of how to develop. A lot of developers cut their teeth in Excel, and kind of Excel, I suppose, in recent years, I feel has been put to the sidelines a bit. What are you seeing around its use, its applications, doing some research here on what you do, 8 hours down to 1 hour from a productivity boost? That's phenomenal, right? That's for a lot of people, that would totally change the way they work when you can create those type of efficiencies in what they're doing.
Yeah, that's very important. Why? Because on daily basis, people use Excel on intuition. Okay, we have some columns, some rows, and what I need to learn about that. Let's open Excel and start working. And that's good when you have 10 columns and 10 rows. But when you have 10,000 rows, for example, and this is complicated. And for that, you need to structure knowledge step by step, like recipes. When you want to create a cake, for example, you need to recipes for your cake. And if you follow step 1, 2, 3, you will be done job very well. And also for Excel, if you have a structure and data cleaning and create, for example, pivot table, create charts and create dashboard, this is much more easier. And this is the first step. And another step is to use, for example, Power Query and Power Pivot in Excel. Usually, from my experience, people don't know about Power Query and Power Pivot, and they repeat on daily basis data cleaning process. And when I show them Power Query and Power Pivot, they talk themselves how I lived without these tools. And this is very important for them. And after that, I encourage them to go up with, for example, Power BI. Excel is good, but not for all scenarios. If you are better with and maybe can help you more about dashboards, use Power BI, not Excel, because you can create dashboards in Excel, but you have 10 steps to create dashboard in Excel. But in Power BI, you can use in 3 steps. And I think discuss with people how they need to think about that, to explore everything and learn new things, how they can be productive. And we have, for example, we have now Copilot and ChatGPT, for example, and we have a big problem because when we ask Copilot or ChatGPT, can you give me formulas? They give you a formula without think, is my data correct? Is my data good organized? Is this most optimal solution for my problem? No. You want a formula? This is a big formula for you. This will solve your problem, and we need to think about that and use this tool to scale everything with you.
Tell me about the 300,000 plus professionals and how you've taught them to work smarter.
My story started from high school, and I was part of computer and Excel competition, and later I studied statistics and IT on Faculty of Economics, and this is fall in love with data. And also I worked in mobile banking, telecom, and teaching assistant at university. And also I worked as data scientist in a statistical office, Republic of Serbia. And the last job before I becoming entrepreneur was at BlackRock and a fintech company. And I saw how many problems companies have with Excel and how much time they waste. And because of that, I quit my job and started this journey with Outliers, Aleksandar Grasic. And I created educational platform and started to share everything I think is useful for them. I think this is a reason why this is useful for my followers, because I have experience from different areas, from public companies, from public sector, from private sector, and I can find out what is be good for you and save your time. And after that, for 2021 to now, we have cooperation for 500 companies, and also find out different case studies, and I can share with you exact solution for your problem, because all my team have experience with that, and I will create content useful for you, and everything else. And I think because this numbers is very important for me, because for now we share content only in Serbian, and this is important for us, because this is for this region, Balkan region, around 20 million people, but not using users of Excel and everything else. But this is, I think, a small area from perspective, and also we have people understand us all over the world, our language. But also very, very, very important for us, because we shared some educational content, and to create community of these people is very important for us and for my team. And also we think about English version, and we will find out that. Yeah.
This is amazing, because when I saw those numbers, I was like, oh, you must have a big worldwide audience, but this is just within Serbia, in the Serbian language, that you have done all this.
But in Balkan region, we have Croatia, we have Bosnia, we have Montenegro, and this is a few countries.
I've been to all those countries.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
What is
your experience? I realized when I looked on a map just before doing this that how close I got to you. I was only one country away. Mostar is the closest to the border that I got.
Awesome. Where you were?
I lived for a month in Croatia.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
During the summer, really?
No, probably more the winter.
Oh,
off season. Yeah. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. Croatia for summer is great. A lot of place to spend a great time. And for my recommendation also.
So your product serves that entire region. And this blows my mind, because I honestly thought when I saw these numbers that this would be all English speaking, yet you're doing it in your native language, which is just highly commendable. I think it's amazing.
Yeah. Because in this region we understand each other, and when I told you about 20 million people in whole Balkan region, not in Serbia is 7 million, but in whole region we have around 20 million people, and also we have a lot of followers from all over the world also understand our language. From our region, and
this is amazing. So it's your company. How big have you grown it?
Now in team we have 12 people in team. 2 people in sales, 1 people in finance, one in customer success as support students, and also email marketing and website developer and designer. And because from my experience from companies, I find out I need to create a procedure, and I need to find people specialize in each part, create department for finance, department for sales, department for customer success. And I think this is very useful for me from my experience, because I think I need to start as soon as possible entrepreneurship. But my experience from different companies very important to me and my team, because now with that experience from companies, I am a better manager, I am a better leader, and I can better discuss with companies about education and everything they need. And if somebody think about that, that experience from big companies can very useful for you when you start your entrepreneurship. You have experience and you have better way to find out your solution, decision, and everything else.
So tell me about your journey to becoming an MVP. How big is Microsoft in the region? What was that process for you, and how many other MVPs are in the Baltic region?
That's a great question, because in Serbia, for now we have only 10 MVPs, and I am only one who specialized for Microsoft 365, and this is useful and very very interesting for us. But I started everything about MVP, creating content and sharing it in social media, and I was very passionate about that. I started first on Instagram, and I know I want to be MVP, but no exact time when I want to start to do that. But I didn't know a lot about that, about MVP, how I can become MVP. And one day in 2021, I saw on LinkedIn post Nikola Ilic, his MVP for data platform. He's mostly known for his work with Power BI. And he had just renewed his MVP status. And I decided to message him and ask more about how to process works. And Nikola was super helpful for me. He looked at my content and so, hey, I think you already have a lot of great materials from past year, and it might be the right time to try to find out is time to present that to Microsoft. And he asked me if I would like to recommend me. And of course, I said yes. And he submitted a recommendation, and Microsoft reviewed everything. And after that, they reached out and said, "Hey, Nikola recommend you, and now we will look into your work." And I sent details, and that my Microsoft MVP journey started for me in 2021. And that's very important for me because, for example, here in Belgrade, team for Microsoft Word develop Copilot in Microsoft Word, and this is my neighborhood. And every time,
let me just clarify. So the Microsoft team that's developing the integration for Copilot in Word is actually Serbian.
Yeah, in Serbia office, in Belgrade office, our team in Microsoft Development Center develop Copilot in Microsoft Word.
Wow, this is so cool.
Yeah, and we are very proud on our Microsoft Developer Center, because we have great people here, great developers, and they have a really really good impact on Microsoft product. Also about Azure and other tools. And from last year, November last year, we have. But I think officially from February this year, we have Microsoft Garage, 15th garage in whole over the world, and second in Europe. And this is very important for us. And few weeks ago, I was there, and I have teaching lesson for Microsoft employees about Excel tips and tricks and Copilot in Excel. and I discuss with them about that. And this is very important for me. Why? Because I have a lot of communication with end user. And why I discuss with end user, but developers in Microsoft, they know how to develop that, but they don't have contact with end users. And I'm some kind of bridge between end user and developers. And I back to Microsoft and give them feedback. For example, this is useful. This is good. What do you think about that? And this great discussion with them. And they are here in Belgrade, and on daily basis we can discuss about that. And this is very useful for me, because we can discuss from one side, and from another side, I was in Redmond for the first time in March this year. And also this is very important for me, because also we discuss, first of all, I met in person all MVPs I know from online world. And we discuss in person. Also, I met PMs for Excel, for example, and we discuss about all features for next 12 months. And now we can test that, find out is that how we can present that to our audience and everything else. And this is very useful for me, because we are in source of all information. And I think that's very, very useful for me, for my audience, and also for Microsoft as our feedback.
We're at time, but I've just found this so inspiring, listening to your story and to what you've achieved in your region. So many people I talk to always look at, how do we get into the English speaking world, and how do we, they shy away from their own language and their own people. And what you've done is leaned into it, which I just find incredibly awesome. And I've loved hearing your story. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you so much, Mark, for your invitation. This is my first podcast in English, and my plan is to start my content in English. And I'm very thankful for you for your invitation, because this is very inspire me to start my English content. And your first station where I officially started with that, like this podcast. And thank you everything you done for our community with your podcast, and sharing stories from all MVPs. Thank you so much.
Hey, thanks for listening. I'm your host, Business Application MVP Mark Smith, otherwise known as the NZ365 Guy. If you like the show and want to be a supporter, check out buymeacoffee.com/NZ365 Guy. Thanks again, and see you next time.
Are you ready to accelerate your career in the Microsoft ecosystem? The 90-Day Mentoring Challenge, created by Mark Smith, is your opportunity to create a personalized pathway to success. Join over 1,200 alumni from more than 70 countries who have achieved remarkable results, from promotions to new job opportunities. Take it from Nathan, who said, "Since completing the 90-Day Mentoring Challenge, I've become an MVP in business applications and doubled my income." Or from Parves, who shares, "I've never felt as inspired or energized about my career as I do now." Sign up at arcor.nz365guy.com. You can find the link in the show notes. And if you use the code podcast, you'll get 10% off.